When you decide to move out, you'll likely start looking for a place to rent. That means you'll pay rent each month to live in a room, a flat, or a house. Most young people rent because it can take years to save for a deposit to buy a home. Renting is also more flexible if you're studying or not sure where to settle yet. You might not be able to pick your own wallpaper, but if you want to move out next year, no problem. Your first step? Decide on your budget. Aim to spend no more than 30% of your income on rent. With a budget in mind, you'll soon see whether you can afford to rent alone or need to share costs with others. Lots of people start out house sharing, especially if they go to university. Once you've picked a place you're happy with, you'll sign a tenancy agreement. It's a contract between the tenant, that's you, and the landlord, the person who owns the property. The agreement lays out rules both you and the landlord have to follow. At its simplest, you pay rent on time and they provide you with accommodation. But there's often way more. Pages and pages. Read it all carefully to check for rules about guests, pets, cleaning, repairs, and inspections. If it's your first time renting, or you're a student, you might need a guarantor to sign too. That's someone who agrees to pay your rent if you can't. Starting out renting can be pricey. Landlords often ask for the first and last month in advance. And you'll also need to hand over a deposit, usually equal to a month's rent. The deposit is like insurance for the landlord, and you'll get it all or part of it back depending on the condition of the place when you move out. While you rent, by law, the landlord must store your deposit in a deposit protection scheme to keep it safe. And there are loads of other laws that protect you and your money when renting. So, make a point of knowing them before you step out on your own.